Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Thunder sweep the Grizzlies. SGA had 38 points and finally found his rhythm. In the first 3 games, he was averaging 24 points per game, but it was taking him almost 23 shots to get those. He was shooting 35% when he shot almost 52% from the floor in the regular season. He had made only 6 of 24 threes, shooting 25%, but in game 4, SGA was SGA. 13 of 24, 11 of 13 free throws. They end up sweeping the Memphis Grizzlies, and you knew it was over. They had a 27-point lead. Ja goes up, comes down, and hey, that lead dissipates. They end up losing that game, so you know it was just a matter of time before they ended up getting swept. So they passed the first test. You know, they've been the best team in the Western Conference for the entirety of the season, Twan. So what do you think? They're going to play the winner of the Clippers-Nuggets series. What you like? Can anybody pose a threat to them?
Honestly, I just think they don't have that next guy. You know, I think Shai should be the MVP this year. Could have won it last year. I wouldn't have had no problem with it. I think this year he gets it. I don't see the second guy. I just haven't seen. I mean, we know Williams has played great.
Excuse me.
I do like him, but I need to see him put to the test. I need to see him put to the test where he had to get 30, 35 on a given night.
Right.
So until I see that, I don't trust them against a veteran team. I just think you get one of those, the Clippers or Denver, whichever team you face, those guys have been there before. They're gonna know how to guard you. The respect levels are a little different. They got the toughness to go in your building to get a win.
Right.
That's where they're gonna be a little different at. It's actually kind of bad for them to see either one of those teams because those teams are older teams and the veteran teams that can give them trouble because they know how to play in the playoffs. So neither one of those teams are going to be great matchups for them, but they are a great home team. And by having the best record, I always say this, it means something when you take care of business in the season because you get those most important games on the floor, on your floor. You get that 5 and 7. You get 5 and 7 on your home floor. That's why you take care of business during the season. I never forget that. You always want to have that home court advantage. So that's where they can be. That's where they can have the advantage because they play so great in that building. But it's going to be tough for them. The next rounds are going to be tough for them. Look for them to be long series. And can anybody else step up and help Shai out? We know Shai's going to have some moments where he gets 35, 40, hell, maybe even 45. Who's going to be that next guy that steps up? And that's going to be remain to be seen.
Hey, Twan, so basically, probably OKC is similar to in the same situation based on who they play, whether it be the Nuggets, whether it be the Clippers. They're going to be in a similar situation like the Rockets right now with the Warriors.
Yeah, it's just not saying that they're young. The OKC guys have been together a while. I just think, and you guys know this, and Shai goes back to what you did to start the show off. When you start naming stars, you don't even name Shai. You didn't name nobody else off OKC. That's a team that won 60 games this year. Think about it. You didn't name 2-3 guys off OKC. I just don't think, and nothing wrong with that. They have great complementary guys. They got great role players. I just don't see that next superstar, a guy that can help you win a game. Who's going to go win the game besides Shai? I want to see that. Let's see the next guy step up and get 30, 35. Let's see Shai have 10 points, a bad night. Foul trouble. He don't get it done. Who's going to be that next guy that steps up for them? So that remains to be seen. That's where the test is going to come in at.
Yeah, I look. I didn't think Memphis was going to do much. And when Scottie Pippen Jr. was your best player on the Memphis Grizzlies, and I'm happy for him because he seemingly found a home in Memphis, and they're giving him opportunity to showcase his ability. But I didn't really expect much from Memphis in this series. Even with Ja, maybe they could have got a game. Maybe a game. Maybe a game. I think that game they had a 27-point lead. I think if Ja stays in, they probably win that one. Yeah, maybe they get a game. Maybe. All things being equal, they get 2. But I mean, you look at them. Holmgren had 11. Jalen Williams had 23. Hartenstein had 11 and 12. Shai. But what they kill you is that, they're a great defensive team because they got Caruso, they got Isaiah Joe, they got Wallace, they got Lou Dort, they got Chet that can protect the rim if somebody gets beat off the dribble. They got two bigs. They don't have a problem playing two bigs, but then when they go small, they got guys that are scrappy. They can defend. Everybody can defend at an extremely high level. But I agree with you. But the question is, man, you got to be able to have Shai under control. Because if you don't, he'll end up shooting 15, 20 free throws on you. Because
you have to.
Go ahead, Twan.
No, I'm saying you have to beat them. I do agree with you. You have to beat them. They're not gonna beat themselves. I think with the young group, they got fresh legs. They play lively. They play great at home. So they're gonna, and they got a guy. I mean, Shai is a guy. He's a guy that can get you 35, 40. That's what you want in the playoffs. They got all the ingredients to make a deep run. I just worry when you get into a series with better teams that may double team Shai and may force some other guys to beat you. Are those other guys ready to deliver at the level that you need to? Think about some of these teams. I mean, think about the Lakers. They got two guys that can get it done. When we talk about OKC, we just don't. Williams is great. Don't get me wrong. He's a great young player. He made the All-Star team this year. He's shown that he can be a 20, 25-point scorer. Hell, he's had some 30-point performances. But you got to have another guy that can go to. I don't think as you get along, you start playing the better teams, they're not going to let Shai beat them. I just don't think that. I think they're going to double team. They're going to make these other guys have to beat them. If I was playing against them, that's what I would do. But the OKC did the right thing. Everything got to come through them. They got 4 games on their floor. And I think that's what they did a good job. But they played well there. And you guys know this, and you guys been watching enough basketball. The road guys play better at home. So now you got those young guys or young guys on the bench playing at home. They play a lot better. That's what the advantage is for OKC.
Yeah, because they had 5 guys, even though they were on the road, it was a close game. They have 5 guys in double figures. Holmgren had 11, Jalen Williams had 23, Hartenstein had 11, Shai had 38, and Isaiah Joe had 11. And Wiggins had 9. But that's what
you hear them numbers though, Chad. You hear them other numbers kind of low though, Chad. You see, you need somebody else. You see them other numbers a little low now. Somebody else, if you play a better team, they played Memphis. Right. Play one of them big dogs. It's gonna be a little different.
But you know what I like? But I like, not to cut you off, Ocho, what I like is that that Williams and Shai take most of the shots. Because you look at it, they took a combined 45 shots, and then you had Holmgren with the next most shot at 9. You had a guy took 7, one guy took 4, 1, 5, 7, 7, 8. So your big dog's eating. You got because sometimes you get to the playoffs, guys try to make a name for themselves, and that's all of a sudden you supposed to be shooting 7, 8 times, and all of a sudden you shoot 14, 15 times. No, whoa, what you doing? Coach, did you see that?
Hey, you said Andrew Wiggins, same.
No. Andrew Wiggins is down is in Miami with you.
You just said that's another Andrew Wiggins.
They got
what?
They got another Wiggins on their team. Yeah, they got a young Wiggins on their team.
Yeah.
Okay.
John did not want to be. Wiggins ain't bad. He can shoot the ball.
I like Wallace. I like Isaiah Joe, but they all can defend. Look at Caruso, can defend. Lou Dort can defend. Isaiah Joe can defend. Carson Wallace can defend. Hey, Chet Holmgren defend. So no matter, even Shai was like top 3 in steals. So no matter who you have on the court, you still have at least 3 guys that can defend on the ball at all times. And then if Shai's in there, you got somebody that can protect the paint, protect the rim. Hartenstein, I mean, look, he can't protect but he's a big body. He'll block a shot too, a shot here or there. I like the way they make up, but like you said, we'll see next round. Ja didn't want to be seen on camera on the bench. He saw the broadcast camera on him and put his hand over his face. Juan, you good with this?
Nah, man, I feel bad for my guy. Shannon, I remember you had me on when you was back on with Fox and we was talking about him and we had a long discussion with him, man. I just wish he's such a terrific talent, man. I just wish he'd lock in on playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? And take what come with it. That's the good coverage you want. You want to see you want your fans to see you care about your team and that you're upset that you're not playing. That's when you want the camera on you.
Yes.
So I just hope he gets it together. I got a lot of respect for him. I want him to be, I think he could be one of the greatest players to play in the game at the point guard position. When he's right, healthy, and he gives you that stretch of 20, 25 games where he's just playing basketball and not shooting a gun and not doing all those crazy things, he's one of the best players in the league.
He is.
But, we just don't know if he ever going to figure it out. So I get disappointed in him a little bit on that because I hope this talent doesn't go to waste. Because Adam Silver, after a while, it's going to be, you're going to have to go see the big dog again, and you ain't going to like what he's going to do to you.
Do you think he needs to be out of Memphis in order for him to really blossom and fully develop?
Yep, right on down here in Miami. Yep, most definitely. I'll take care of him.
Chad, he can't come to Miami. Pat Riley.
I got him.
Pat Riley, Eric Spoelstra ain't playing that, man.
That's why I mean. Sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes you need to go somewhere like this where you have two old school type coaches that approach the game of basketball different.
Ocho,
they got structure.
In the middle.
They got discipline.
You right here, right now, and you try to go all the way over here. You see all that space in between? You got to stop up in the middle, Ocho.
It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Do I think he needs another place?
Change the scenery?
I don't think he needs a change of scenery. I think they have to really strategically make sure that they keep the right guys around him. And how sometimes you bring a veteran on the team that maybe not going to get a lot of minutes that can help you control that locker room. You know how it is to help control some of the out the court activities. I think that's what they need to do. Sometimes it's good to pick up a guy like that. Maybe a guy that's not going to do much. You know what I mean? Think about that Boston Celtics team. They put Al Horford, a nice veteran, on the team with them, who's been on that team for the last 3-4 years. Been great for them. A good locker room guy. You know what I mean? That's what you need. You need some locker room guys sometime. I think that I like them in Memphis because they've been successful. They've had some winners. It's not like they're a bad team. They got some pieces there. He doesn't have to be moved, but he's going to have to clean up some things. And I think he can use another superstar. I would like to see. I don't know if they'll be able to.
Well, Triple J was supposed to be a superstar.
I don't know.
I'm just telling you, they paid him like one.
Yeah, I don't know if he kind of took a couple steps back this year.
Especially in this series.
Yeah. They was banged up this year a lot off and on, so I'm not gonna put too much on this season and the coaching change and all that stuff they went through. That firing of the coach was kind of weird to me. I know y'all covered that a long time ago.
Yeah,
I think that played a part too.
A couple of years ago, Ja Morant said, "I'm fine in the West. I might have to worry about Boston, but I'm fine in the West. 0 playoff series wins, 1 head coach fine, and 2 suspensions." Is he fine in the West, Juan?
Nah, he's not fine in the West. I mean, for us that love sports and we love to see guys make it and do great, I would love to see him on the Miami Heat, where it's structure, where it's discipline, where basketball has to come first. I would love to see him in that type of situation where they can get some of that junk out of him. But we don't know. I mean, Memphis has to make a major decision on whether or not they want to continue to build around him and kind of go through his antics, or you make a move for him while he still has a little value, because I think he still has some value right now.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think you can get something for him, and maybe it might be kind of you guys mutual agreement. Hey, I tried it here. I need a new surrounding. I want to try something different. Maybe you can make a move in that sense, because they're 2 totally different teams with and without him. They're going to have to figure it out. Yep. 2 totally different teams.
I like it, Unc. I like it. Hey, Mickey Harrison, I know you're going to see this. Pat, I know you're going to see this. Spoelstra, holla at your boy. My number is still the same. We can go get Ja sometime in the summer. Listen, I put the pieces in place. I make sure he's good away from the court. I got the right kind of people. We don't play no games. We don't do none of that.
Okay.
Ain't gonna be no driving, ain't gonna be no shooting, ain't gonna be throwing on no grenades. We don't do that.
You gonna get him an Uber? You gonna get him an Uber?
Hey,
or get him a driver?
No. I got a driver for him. I got a driver. We'll get him every way he needs to go. We won't even. Okay. We don't. Twan, I've been in Miami all my life. I don't even club. I ain't been to club live yet. I just went to booby trap for the first time 2 weeks ago. Boy, I'm 57 years old. So I know if I can get John down here to Miami, I can keep him aligned. We got the same goal. I want to see you succeed.
Yeah, he need to hang out with you. He can't hang out with me. I thought I was missing South Beach. So you're right. Hang out with you. Better. That's better. I thought I was missing South Beach.